Okay, so hello everyone. Looks like I'm in a prison, doesn't it? These concrete walls are very popular here. They're stylish. um, anyway, I just had a session today with a client, and he had um, asked me a few questions. And one of the questions he asked was, "What is music for? What is the purpose of music?" You see, so he's a musician, and he wanted to know what's music for. And the Hathors came through. Anyway, so the Hathors came through and they talked a little bit about what music is for, and it was very, very interesting. I don't know if I should just talk about what they talked about. Maybe I should, yeah. So, and then call them in. So, what they had said that for them, for the Hathors, that music is everything. Music is that's how they heal. It's how they create things. It's how they deal with other interplanetary beings, and it's also how they protect the Earth. They send out a vibration that kind of protects the Earth, and so this is what they told me. And then they said that, but on on the planet Earth, you can think about it like that. The Earth is like kind of an old computer. So if you think about the old computers from like the 80s, if anyone was around that time, but the older computers, they were very pixelated. The graphics were like just little blocks. I'm sure people have seen those pixelated pictures. But now, like if you look at, for example, a game that's played on a gaming system now, it's just amazing. It's more real than reality, and that's the kind of difference. So for us, we're kind of the music that we get, since like the third dimension is kind of like an old computer, and it only has so much processing speed and capabilities, so that when that the music is kind of stepped down, is the word stepped down into our dimension. So we kind of see it as kind of pixelated, but it's actually much, much, much grander. And of course, they said also that so my client was worried. He was worried about his place in society. Being a musician, musicians are usually kind of sidelined, and people think of them as just lazy people just doing what they want, and it's not even important for our society, and these kind of things that we are trained to believe. And what they had said was that that is the farthest thing from the truth, that the music is one of the most powerful things on our planet. It is the way to create on our planet, and it is used, of course, as we know, in a lot of the media, for example. It is used to, well, they used a different word, but yeah, it is used to make us think a certain way. Let's keep it at that. Easier way to say it. It's made to make us think a certain way, and that's how much power it has. And the people who understand that and make the music that make us think a certain way, they understand the power of it, and they don't want us to understand the power of it. So simply that. But they said that it is such a powerful thing, because the waves control our emotions, and we are water and we are waves, and these waves and our emotions control our our being, our feeling creates this reality. Well, not all of it, but it creates some of our reality, and so they said that and then in the future we're going to start seeing more the power of music, to actually create things, with our using a sound to make a building, for example. And this is something that we will see as our dimension changes, or as they said, as our perspective on one way, easy way to say it, as the dimension changes, but another way is, but they didn't say that. They said as our perspective changes, as we're able to see more. I guess as our operating system changes, maybe we'll get a better operating system. Anyway, so that's what they said. I thought that was really interesting, and they did say too that they could go on for hours on this topic, but they just cut it short because of time restraints. So I'll just call them through again, and they can clarify anything if they have anything else to say. So here we go. Greetings, we are the Hathors, and yes, this is a wonderful topic. This is a topic that we could talk for hours on. It is very, very close to our hearts. It is very, very close to our society, and it is something that we would like to bring through to your society more and more. A lot of you don't underestimate the power of music, and underestimate the power of the music that you listen to at home. Sometimes you'll just put on music in the background, or you won't be aware of the music or the vibrations that are in the background. And it's very, very important to be aware of the vibrations that are around you, because if you're not aware of them, they can control you. That is the way it works. The vibrations are very, very powerful, and we're not saying that they're negative. It's just they're very powerful, and so you have to understand what the vibrations are around you. And so that is one thing that we wanted to say to all of you. And another thing is, yes, so the music is such a powerful thing, and it is our bread and butter, if you wish. It is what we use to create. It is what we use to feel. It is what we use to heal. It is what we use to communicate. It is such an integral part of our society, and it is of yours as well. If you become aware of it, you'll realize how powerful it is. So we would suggest in your lives to go out and search out that music that really moves you, and we would suggest live music. Music has frequencies that penetrate your body. So when you're just listening to, for example, if you're listening to music on headphones, the music is just coming through your ears, but your body is not feeling the pulsations. And this is a very important part of healing, is actually to feel the pulsations of the music throughout your body. And this is what our client, your channeler's client, was so worried about. He didn't know if he was giving people something important, and this is what he was giving them. He was healing people. He was taking people out of a very, very difficult situation, a very difficult 3D world where they're stuck in so many different ways, and he's giving them this opening, this hope, this pathway to leading to something greater than this 3D everyday world, and into the divine. And that's the music's true power. And so we would suggest, live music is very, very important for all of you, not to listen to your tiny speakers, but to listen to someone playing something live. And sometimes if there's not a live thing, just listen to the trees and listen to the birds. It's just go out there and listen to the music and feel it, because it can change your life. And it'll take you out of this 3D world that you're stuck into sometimes, and it can bring you out of it. And this is our advice. And we could go on to, as we said before, for hours on this whole topic of music and the power of music. But today our channeler has said most of what we had said before, and we'll just leave it at that for now, with blessings and peace, and go out and listen to the concert. Peace.